site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Super Bowl, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Henry. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods from 3 yards out. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing Jones. Completes this one to Thornton. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
He'll get this down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 38, Jones steps away. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Draw play. This is Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll give to Harris. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Jones, and it's caught. Touchdown! Damian Harris from 6 yards away, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early.
Touchdown, Patriots! Jonnu Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And And it's now 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin to drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Henry again on second down. Shoves him away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second and very short, Willis. It's caught by Hooper.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go now.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go play action here on first down.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Jones now throwing on third and long.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Willis. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Uses the stiff arm. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Go street. Hey, let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple more times?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And he pushed it right. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Jones buying time to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones off the play fake. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Patriots have it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 6 yards away. And the Patriots have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and inches, Willis. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Willis to throw. This one downfield to Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd down, it's Willis. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 8. Willis looking to throw it.
This is caught. It's Woods. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.